Hi again, Matt, Glaucoma Pirates. This is video number 10. And although in my previous video I said that this video would be all about the needling procedures that I had after the trab, I forgot that actually what this video will be about is a bit more coverage and a bit more of my personal experience with the post-trab stuff that was going on. So mainly stitches removal, what to expect from that, etc. The deep stitches were taken out later, actually during one of the needling procedures, the first needling procedures. But I just wanted to cover the other stitches. So when you have a trab, please, like I've always said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a specialist, so some of my explanations of things may not be wholly 100% surgically accurate, but it's my experience and my memory of what I was told and things. So the trab basically, which I didn't really cover when I explained about the surgery and everything, they cut a flap, I believe it's at the top of your eye underneath your eyelid, and it's to aid the drainage from your eye so that the pressure doesn't build up. I think what happens is you end up with stitches around the trab, which are deep stitches, so they're under the first layer of skin or whatever it is over your eye, the film. But then you also have very fine small stitches in the film to hold that together over the trab. And during those sort of appointments you're going every week for a few weeks after the trab, they take out some of those stitches. In my instance, they would sort of seem to take out one stitch at a time, or I think sometimes it was two stitches. I don't know how many stitches there were there, but I'm guessing that maybe it was 6 or 7 or something, because I did, although every time I was going thinking I was just having my eye pressure monitored, you would then say, okay, I think one of the stitches is ready to come out now. And I think, I don't know if maybe they would fall out on their own, but they like to take them out because then at least it's not going in your eye. They're getting it out. So the procedure for that is done just in a chair in the examination room, and you've got your head in the usual eye examination clamp, and you see the doctor getting a new scalpel out and like what looks like a needle, and obviously I can't see what's happening, but I think it feels like they're basically just teasing the small stitches up and then cutting the stitch away and then putting the stitch on a piece of tissue when they do that. And again, that happened for 3 or 4 visits, 3 or 4 times. They take another stitch out. Sometimes they took 2 stitches out until all those stitches had been removed. But obviously during this time as well, he was starting to sort of mention every time that I went that the scarring was scarring a bit too much, and that I would need to have what they call a needling procedure, and also another, I think it's a again my pronunciation's subconjuntival myotin C injection, which is I think some kind of deep injection into the eye, which is I think it's a steroid, but if it's not a steroid, it's just to slow the scarring or minimize the scarring as much as possible. So when I was booked in to have my stitches removal and also what they call needling. So needling is, from what I understand, they use a needle to break down some of the scarring and to just break it up a little bit, I think, and remove some of it. And then they obviously do the myotin C injection as part of the same surgery to try and aid well, not aid the scarring, doesn't want to prevent the scarring afterwards. So this is my next surgery, which was that. Again, fortunately for me, because he was doing quite a bit at the same time, he recommended a general anaesthetic. Yes! Happy days. It was another day case. It was another case of, okay, turn up at the same, I was still private then, so I turned up at the same hospital, have to go through the same procedure with the monitor and having your eye drawn on and everything. I think this only takes about half an hour. He did say the recovery for this won't be like the Trab. You know, you've got to be careful for a week or so, but it shouldn't be as long recovery as the Trab was. It's quite an easy thing for them to do, and it doesn't cause too much problems with your eyes. So that needling again, went down to surgery, woke up after surgery with the eye patch on, exactly the same. Had some food, felt better, allowed home, and then again you have to go back the next day and then a few days later and everything. So the needling went well, the mitis injection went well. They took the stitches out from the Trab, which went well, and again I'd say my vision was still impaired like it was with the Trab, but for a lot shorter period of time in this instance. So I'd say it was probably a week before my vision was back to where it was, you know, before the needling, after it had recovered slightly from the actual Trab itself. I haven't given you the date line, have I? Because I forgot to do that. But at my first needling, to give you an idea of how far down that line we are, was done, yeah, in December. So the 16th of December. So you're talking about 2.5 months after the actual Trab was when the deep stitches were able to come out and the needling was done. So at that stage, it seemed like it was going all good, and then it was just a case of having the regular checkups afterwards. But as far as all my surgeries go, this is probably one of the easiest ones. It was general anaesthetics, so happy days. Recovery was quite quick. You know, needling sounds like it's going to be a horrible thing, but actually it was fine. My eye was still sore afterwards. Again, I'll put some more pictures up of recovery from the first needling, what I looked like. But other than that, at that stage, it seemed okay. On my checkups afterwards, it seemed that it had controlled my scarring slightly, and the scarring was a bit better. But obviously, I was being closely monitored and going back every week to have the pressures checked, and just check on the scarring to make sure that it wasn't building up again or getting worse. So that's the end of video 10, my first needling procedure and my C injection and stitches removal. Yeah, a lot going on at the same time. But hey, thank you for watching this video, and I'll next tell you about my second needling procedure, which didn't quite go to plan, but you'll learn all about that in the next video. So thanks for watching again. Don't forget to subscribe, Glaucoma Pirates, and see you soon. Cheers, thanks for watching.